Hello everyone, my name is Biswa. You might know me from my YouTube channel Philemon or from my Instagram page Philemon is Alive. Today I want to talk about dissociation and how it prevents the ego or whatever remains of the healthy part of the ego from being completely annihilated by the impact of the trauma. Now the basic function of nature is survival. That's what its topmost priority is. And so the most important function of our psyche, which is part of nature, is to ensure the continual survival of the ego. Because your ego is what you are. Without your ego, you do not exist. So whenever we are in the midst of a traumatic experience, the first response of the psyche is to withdraw from that particular scene. But if complete withdrawal is not possible, because the impact of the trauma has already hit the victim's ego, then the next immediate response of the psyche is to withdraw the remaining part of the healthy ego. And for this to happen, what the psyche does is it splits the ego into fragments, and this is called dissociation. Now, dissociation is a normal part of the psyche's defense against the damaging impact of trauma, as Jung demonstrated many years ago with his word association test. Dissociation is a trick the psyche plays on itself, because the psyche can go to any extent for its survival. It sacrifices a part of the ego in order to ensure the safeguard of the remaining part. It allows life to go on by dividing up unbearable experience of the trauma and distributing it to different compartments of the mind and body, especially the unconscious aspect of mind and body. Now you might think that I understand the unconscious mind, but what about this unconscious body? How does the psyche distribute the fragments of the trauma in our body? You see, the mind and the body is so intimately connected that it's just baffling. Sometimes you might feel that there is sudden itching in your body, or that suddenly you have goosebumps all over your body, or just a part of your body. Then you might wonder, what just happened to me? I was just talking to my friend, or I was walking in the park, but suddenly I just felt this strong itching on the back of my neck. What was all that about? This happens because of the external stimulus that our body and the mind have received. You might be talking to your friend, and suddenly he might have said something, a particular word or a particular expression, or even he might have played a particular song on his phone, and the unconscious related that to the experience of the trauma, because while you were going through that traumatic experience in your childhood, the person who you maybe have said that word or played that particular song in the background. But now in the present moment, while you are talking to your friend, you feel that sensation, but you cannot understand or remember why. This is because the normally unified elements of the consciousness, that is cognitive awareness, affect, sensation, imagery, are not allowed to integrate. The experience itself becomes discontinuous. You have the sensation, but no memory of it. And why? Because in order to protect your fragile ego, the psyche has separated those memories from your conscious ego and stored them in the unconscious. As a result, you have these black holes in your memories. You cannot remember a part of your childhood. You cannot narrate your entire life story because there are blanks or memory gaps that you cannot recollect because they are separated from the conscious ego and stored in the unconscious.